knight c6, and actually decided to give his pair of bishops, which I think Magnus does not mind, because now the potential black compensation for this pair of bishops could be to try to go with some pawn breaks related to d5 and to obtain play that way, because at this particular moment white is a bit behind in development. Black played move queen e8, and okay, Magnus is thinking what to do. But okay, Nastasia, good that you came, because I was a little bit getting bored talking to myself.
Yeah, so I decided to join you.
Yeah, this is very, very good idea.
Thanks, and okay, hello everybody. Here we are during the World Cup in Tbilisi. It's nice to be here. I don't know if you share this opinion with me, but I think it's really a strong and interesting event.
Yeah.
And so it's great that we can also analyze the game of Magnus Carlsen here. So he is participating. And what do you think about this position so far?
I think that well, Magnus is getting his quiet game the way he wants to, and I think he's probably quite happy the way it is going. Well, his time consumption is maybe a little bit high, because we have only moved 10.
At the moment, yes. Actually, it proceeds quite slowly, right?
Yeah, time consumption is a bit strange, right? Because, okay, if we say, let's say that first 6 moves are nothing to think about, time consumption is a bit strange.
Yeah, actually, I think he decided to play a very, let's say, simple and quiet line. I mean, he didn't go to some complicated variation. He decided to avoid this kind of lines, you know, like a 4, I don't know, something like that. And at the moment, I don't know, do you think with players who are so much lower rated, is it a good strategy to play same, let's say, kind of chess?
Yeah, I was busy with this actually explaining while you were in a playing hall. I was saying actually that Wesley and Magnus and Giri, actually all of them are having this kind of an idea that if they play a quiet game at some moment, well, the difference in class is it will come, and it is going to all end good. Of course, what I was telling is that I think that you have 2 types of players in this tournament, that you are having a type of players who would like to advance to next round. And they do not care how they advance. Blitz, rapid, whatever it is. And yesterday I spoke to Kramnik, and actually he said that he still can qualify to candidates because of rating.
He has chances, yes.
And that it matters to him very much how would he advance. That only advancing is not good enough, unless it is good TPR.
In any case, I mean, he came here obviously to try to play for, let's say, for the highest places as possible. I mean, of course, everybody wants to qualify for the candidates, but at the same time, there are different goals, like just to play well in this event, I don't know, win some good prize money, which are actually quite impressive.
Yeah, I think that Magnus wants to play well.
For Magnus, it's different, yes, completely.
And he wants to disturb some people. This is the way it is. Now I think that he's thinking actually how to solve the problem, because look, this bishop is strong. What is the problem? Okay, d4 square is a problem.
Yes, actually now Black, they want just to simply take on d4 and e4 is...
So now, okay, what is the problem? If, for example, this bishop would have been on b3, it would be could be easily solved by maybe considering to take. But okay, knight to take, and take a bishop and collect a pawn, so you can't do that. Yeah. Some move like a bishop b5 to try to be smart to make a pin is simply blundering a pawn.
Wow, okay, so there are some tricks.
Yeah, some tricks. So bishop, no, there are some tricks. So this pawn is hanging. Okay, move like d5 you don't want to make, really. Because the point is that yes, you are playing King's Indian, kind of a King's Indian, where you collected a light square bishop.
Which is good, let's say.
Which is good. I mean, some experts like Geller used to say, well, you take a light square bishop out, there is no longer attack.
This is the only thing I know about this opening, that if you took the light square bishop, it's good.
Yes,
but in this position...
In this position, I don't know, because it did cost time. Because, look, he still would need to develop all those pieces. Yes. And I think this is what Magnus is thinking about, that he is here actually thinking, do I want to push such a move?
That's
or I
true.
don't want to do it. I think this is what he's thinking. Another possibility, I don't know if he can try to be tactical, to take a tempo move.
Bishop g5. Ah, what happened?
I don't know. What did Magnus play?
Did he play still
He-
bishop
No, he played d5, looks like.
d5, yes?
Right?
You are the one who knows how it works
No,
here.
as far as I see, if I see here
Yes.
d5, then he just play d5 on the board. Let me see, let me put my glasses, because we're also having a board,
Good.
so we can see it from here. Yeah, Magnus' pawn is on d5.
Yes, so
So Magnus pushed d5. Magnus said, King's Indian without a light square bishop is what I want.
yes.
No, but he didn't really have much of a choice, because really,
This is the
yeah, only other
situation, yes.
choice was to try to calculate some
Sounds like bishop g5,
some tactical
but-
lines, but maybe he was not in the mood to do this. And could be also that, let's say, then after a move like knight d7, you will still need,
To make decisions, and
to
now
take a
f5
decision,
also
yeah.
sometimes coming after
and
d5.
maybe he will still need to push, and then he thinks, okay, if I need to push, I mean, let me do it now. So he pushed. I guess that obviously knight e7 is, well, that is going to come. Yeah, he played knight e7, because other line would be knight b8,
yeah.
knight d7, but okay, what he does is kind of normal, and I think, okay, he will try now to move this knight to play in
Play
king,
f5, yes.
yeah, he must play in a King's Indian style.
Yes, so far it doesn't look so easy for Magnus,
No,
actually.
no, I was kind of, I mentioned this before, that I was talking to Kramnik yesterday. He didn't sound terribly confident. He
Yeah,
said,
okay,
I'm
this is a
playing this
problem,
Chinese, I didn't see his games. He remembers everything. His computer is fantastic. Okay, maybe he thinks different, but
Yes, of course. I mean, also Visha Anand has quite strong opponents, so I don't think it's also easy for Anish Giri to play against Nana Zagnidze, one
No.
of the best women players in the
Yes.
world and the current European champion.
let's
so
see how is Wesley doing. The white is losing some time. So I have to slow down this computer a bit. Magnus is of course anticipating move like f5. So he wants to be ready as much as possible to react to it. Well, we have now a classic situation that you don't want to take, because if you take, you are going to leave e4 square. You don't even get here d4 square in return, which normally works in a King's Indian because you have the pawn there. So this is what Black did not want to do. So Black went for a pure King's Indian type of play.
Yeah,
But now comes some pleasant move, Queen g4.
to exchange the queens.
To exchange the queens. Now, once you exchange the queens and you don't have these bishop, in general, okay, your attack is finished. I guess the problem, if not exchanging queens, was that in such a kind of scenario, he was not sure how to continue the attack. This is quite possible, though it looks to me more sensible than trading queens.
I would like to change the queens against the world champion, and
But he's good at endings.
yeah,
I think this is going to.
maybe it was his idea to.
I think this is going to land Black in a very unpleasant situation.
But honestly, without white bishop, there's not very much like it's not too dangerous to attack to the king. I've learned so far. This.
Yes, but I don't like what he would get. Look, what he would get. Now all these moves are very logical. Okay, h6, he wants to open a h file. g4, a good move. Radically stopping advance. Okay, bishop, normal situation, because he would like to push g5, knight g6, knight h4. So Black would like to improve his bishop before these things happens.
Right.
King g7, and now he improves his bishop. Rook h1, king f1. I think that here we see in a clear way that the absence of bishop is a problem, because if instead of this knight on g6 you had a bishop on d7, you would have a sacrifice on g4.
Yeah.
and you would simply have those two beautiful, you would take by bishop with a check, and you would have these two beautiful pawns running.
Yeah.
Well, here, problem is how to actually make an attack. This is, I think, Black's problem in this position, that he cannot sacrifice a piece. And White, on the other hand, is having free hands on a queen side. That's why I thought that already in a bad situation, trading queens did not help, because now it's a big problem. C4 will come.
Yeah.
Once these two pawns disappear, pawn A6 will be horrible weakness.
And B5 is coming.
If I get
also
a free,
C7 pawn.
if I get a passer, this passer might as well be a queen, because bishop is going to get probably to C6.
All right.
Again, you are missing a bishop on D7, which could have slowed down. And I think now situation is quite bad. Knight E7, okay, C4. There is no attack, and White is simply having a free hands.
Yeah, and also 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, but I think that clock is the least of the problems here.
All right.
I think that position is simply really difficult.
It's very pleasant for White.
Very pleasant for White. I mean, now White has so many ideas now. Also, this bishop is tough to get in play. Like, for example, if you take, I take by. If you would take, I would take by knight. And then have all the options, including even some ideas like bishop c3 and to sacrifice a piece on e5 for 2 pawns. So Black does c6. Black is hoping to take on c4. For example, Black is hoping to take on c4 and then take on d5. And if you take, okay, then he's hoping to, he's hoping to activate his knight. But I think that there are a few problems.
Is not there like a move like c5?
c5. Let's see. c5. What if I take? Sorry, take.
C takes d.
Or knight c8.
Knight c8, yeah.
There's also, but let's say this move. Or maybe first. Okay, grab a rook.
And
for example, grab a rook. You take. And now, okay, now I want my pawn. And now this knight is not good.
I came and I ruined everything in 2 months.
No, let's be careful. No, let's be careful with this pawn structure. Let's see
Yes.
what is Magnus going to do.
I think he
if
just made.
If I take, okay, I see that he took. Yeah, he took. Knight takes, and he is improving his bishop because now
Controlling
knight.
d4.
Yeah, because now the problem is, of course, if you play move like knight d4. Okay, problem is not only that it drops a pawn, but also I will play move bishop d3, and where is this bishop going to go? This bishop remains a big problem. So Magnus took, knight takes, and bishop c3.
Yeah, this is the current position.
Now Black is in difficulties. In real difficulties. Because I want maybe bishop d3 next move.
Yeah, if Black protects b5 pawn, then bishop d3 is coming.
Okay, if he takes,
Then knight comes.
knight
game.
comes. Okay, I don't see that I can sacrifice something, because if push, knight e5,
You really want to sacrifice.
pawn
Yeah.
just to open something, but it doesn't look good. It simply looks very bad, the position. No, position doesn't look good. So I think that no, this will not end well. So I think that Magnus is. It looks to me that he is simply going to start collecting pawns, and his bishop on g3 is out of place. So I think that this is more or less decided. Let's see game of Wesley.
The last
Okay,
move was bishop c3.
bishop c3. This is where we left it. So black attempts to get a counterplay. Carlsen takes, and he plays bishop c3, stopping knight d4. Okay, he took, take on c4, knight takes. Okay, now d6 is weak, this bishop is out, and these 2 versus 1 are going to create tremendous passer. Rook b8, knight takes. You don't really have a good moves here because knight f5 is a threat. Okay, if knight takes, maybe even some primitive chess. If you take, I have a check and I grab a rook.
Not
If
bad.
if you don't take, what do you play? e5 is a big pawn.
Yeah.
So he played king g6, knight f5,
And resigned.
and resigned. So this is because now, okay, again, you can't do that. It's the same story.
Yeah.
And rook hangs, and this hangs, rook h6,
Rook h6. Yes.
and rook f6, and everything fall. Actually, probably game would finish in a mate. This bishop is still completely hopeless there. So this is the first win of world champion Magnus Carlsen. Actually, I would say that was a clear Carlsen performance, positional performance. So now let's see. We get back to Wesley.